Hello, hi. Uh, if you're joining me again, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikita. I'm a recovering addict. I also suffer from BPD, ADHD, and CPTSD. Today, I'm not going to be talking about any of those disorders or talking about how sad life is. I'm going to be telling you a few things about my life, but while I do that, I'm going to be doing my eye makeup. I absolutely love the idea of eye makeup because it's very creative and it's very different than your whole face makeup. I will do my whole face though, but specifically eye is what I'm going to cover. And it's not to teach you anything. If you learn something, great. If you don't, that's fine. I'm not that great at it. I just enjoy the process. So I'm going to be doing that while I talk to you guys, and there'll be a lot of cuts in between because otherwise it'll be a very long video. Now I do have my stuff ready here. You can't see it, but everything is kind of prepared and ready to go. So I'll be doing a little bit and then talking about stuff a little bit and so on and so forth. I do want to mention that I'm not great at it, so it's just going to be a learning experience, I guess, for the both of us, for the person watching and for this person. All right, so hopefully you enjoy this video, and let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is tie my hair because oh my god, it's going to irritate me while I do my makeup. And I have moisturizer on, but I'm going to moisturize a little more because my face is kind of dry. I have this Neutrogena Bright Boost Gel Cream. I haven't used it before, but this is always the first time. So I'm just going to quickly moisturize. I don't have a mirror also. My husband has been trying to get me to agree to get myself a vanity, but I hate spending money. So like I like spending money. I'll I'll be lying if I said I didn't, but I'd hate spending money on things that I think can wait. So I'm just going to moisturize a little bit to get started. The reason you want to moisturize your face is because otherwise dry cracks will show through the makeup. Makeup is usually very drying, so it'll become patchy otherwise. So I've already moisturized, but just one more layer for good luck. All right, so moisturized. Now I have this MAC strobe cream that I haven't tried before again, so I'm gonna use that as well. And I have this MAC Prep and Prime base luminaire thing that I'm also going to try and use today. The idea is to have your skin glowing from within as much as possible, because that's when makeup looks really nice and flawless. So I'm going to do that, and then once I'm done with the moisturizing part of the whole thing and the prepping of my skin, what I want to do next is just conceal my eyes a little bit so that the eyeshadow kind of sticks properly. It'll help me prime my eyes for the eyeshadow, and it'll help it pop a little bit, the colors and all. I don't have a lot of makeup products, to be honest. I'm not someone who likes things a lot. Like, I do like things a lot, but I'm not someone who hoards makeup. I tend to throw it away once it's expired. so that I feel is a good thing to do. So I don't have piles and piles of makeup, but I do have quite a number of eyeshadow palettes, because like I said, I love doing eye makeup. So I'm going to use a little bit of primer on my eyes and a little bit of concealer to make it a little sticky and nice, ready for the colors and ready for the I'll also use the primer on my face a little bit. It'll help the foundation stick better. It just helps radiate the skin. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Duddi hu main. Anyway, I can't find it now. Ah, fuck. Let it be. I'll find it later. So this I feel is a silicone based primer that I'm using. The texture is very silicone-y. It's the Pore Professional Pore Primer by Benefit. Alright, so skin prep done. We are going to move on to concealer. Like I said, I don't have a vanity. So the only mirror I have today is this little one. It's going to help me just take a look at my eyes when I need to. But that's about it. So I'm going to quickly figure out the colors I want to do today, and then I'll come back. So I'm using Makeup Forever concealer on my eyes, and I'm just going to use my foundation brush to kind of blend it in. Like I said, it's only for purposes of the color popping. That's what works for me. That's what I do. I don't have a special primer for my eyes. I just use concealer a little bit, and not too much, because otherwise it starts creasing and all. So just a little bit goes a long way. Yeah, my eyes are now ready for color. Let me show you the eye palettes that I have that I'm going to be using. This is my favorite one. It's by Tarte. I don't know what it's called. It just says Tarte on it. Glided. Yeah, so it's called Tarte Glided. It has really nice colors, and colors that really look good on Indian skin tones. So that's what I'm going to using. I already have a few colors that I already like as the base, so that's going to be where I do that. I have another palette by Tarte as well. I have two. It came in a gift pack. My sister got it for me. This one has more base tones. This one is called Glamour. So it's what was it again? Gilded and Glamour. So it's a combination. So I'm going to be using the two of them, one for the base and one for the nice popping colors. I'll also be showing you how I do my base makeup. It's not very complicated, to be honest with you, but I do enjoy it a lot. So I'll just get my eyeshadow brushes ready and on the go. I have a lot of eyeshadow brushes because, like I said, I love doing my eye makeup. It makes me... Yeah, it did stop recording. Okay. I don't know if that part got recorded or not, but I have my eye makeup brushes ready to go, and I have the colors I want to use ready as well. So we're going to start doing that. I have this mirror that goes with the palette. That's pretty handy. This is what I'm going to use to do the eye makeup. I did have a standing mirror, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So this will have to do for now. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of my eyes, and then I'll come back. All right. So now what I'm doing is I'm just placing the lightest base color that I have, which is Charm from the palette Glamour. It's just a very beige color. I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid. That way there's a starting point for blending and all. So while I do that, I don't want to tell you guys about first boyfriend I ever had. This was years and years ago, and the reason I bring him up is because he's part of the reason that I actually started getting into therapy a lot, or started to want to get therapy at least. So that's why I speak of him. And God, my husband hates his guts, but he was a nice guy. It's not that he was a bad guy or anything. He was a musician. He loved playing the guitar, and I obviously didn't enjoy it as much because he would take way too long just doing that all day. As much as we hung out, he would just play on his guitar. I did enjoy the music though, but I didn't understand it at that age. I was very young. um, I, I think I was 17 at the time, and he must have been, I want to say 27. So there was a 10-year gap then also. He loved playing the music. He was very educated as well. Belonged to a good family. But he didn't know how to talk to girls. I remember once we went to visit his friends, and I was a little socially awkward at that age. So we went to visit his friends, and when we got out from there, he basically told me that, not basically, but he literally told me that he doesn't like me hanging out with his friends because I embarrass him. That really hurt me a lot, and I think that was my second or third splitting episode that I had. And I was like, I don't even want to look at you anymore. I hate you. And so that's the moment things got a little choppy in our relationship, and we eventually ended the relationship because I didn't want to be with somebody who didn't prioritize me in any way, or didn't think of me as, something to show off, basically. Like, now in the relationship that I am, my husband, no matter how I am with him, he's always all praises about me in front of others, and sometimes I feel I don't deserve any of those praises, but then they make sense also. I like being praised, and everyone likes being praised. Alright, so the base color is done. This is going to help us blend the other popping colors quite a bit. So, God, I don't remember when I washed my eyeshadow brushes. I think I washed them last time. There's no color coming off of them. Alright, so now I'm going to use a slightly darker shade to kind of bring some depth into this. Right now I look like a ghost, or someone who's seen a ghost, but I'm going to bring in some depth now. I'm taking a darker shade and just placing it on the curve of my eye. I don't know how to say the technical term of it, so just curve of the eye. Alright, so yeah, so that relationship didn't end well. But what I realized from that relationship is, from every relationship for that matter, is that you don't only learn things from everyone that you have loved, and I loved that guy. You don't just learn what you want in life, you also learn what you don't want in life. And I think that's an important thing to know before you commit to somebody. So all these years that I've had, whether they were relationships that were poorly done because of me or because of my partners, I did learn a lot from each one of them. And the primary thing I learned from them was that I love myself, and that that is something that stays with me. That I, no matter who I'm with, even if they are not prioritizing me, I am prioritizing myself. So that's the that's the lesson I learned from all of them. So the reason I bring this guy up uh, is because I'd recently seen his YouTube. Um, I came across his YouTube channel, and he's still playing music and all of that, and he still looks like the way he used to, uh, e- except that he hasn't aged as much as I was hoping he would have. But he plays really great music, and he's in a band and all of that, and the band's doing great, I think. So as it was nice to see, someone doing well, and yeah. So why I learned about why I got into therapy was because of all of these things that he used to say to me that were extremely unnerving, and would shift my view of myself, disrupt my view of myself, and it made me uh, really angry from within. But I couldn't take it out on him, so the reasonable thing that I could think of doing is to seek therapy. So I started therapy sessions. At that time, there weren't a lot of therapists around. We used to stay in Dwarka. So the only person that I found that I could talk to was this homeopathic doctor, who on the side also provided some therapy. I don't know if they had a license for it or not. I was too young to understand all of that. But I would go there and I would talk to her for hours, and she'd give me depression medicine, homeopathic depression medicine, and all of that. I wasn't diagnosed with BPD until then, but now it makes sense why we had those episodes with us. So, my diagnosis helped me understand a lot of the things that I had faced in my life, and why I felt like there was, a different kind of state of being when I was in those relationships. All right, I'm going to pack a little more depth, and then I'll be back in a bit. All right, so I've put in a little more depth. I still look like a ghost though, but it'll get better as I keep adding more color. But this is like creating the entire baseline for what's going to show up. I'm going to go in with a slightly darker color now. It's called Big City. It's a little reddish, maroonish, brownish color. Can you tell that I can't name colors? It says Big City. I don't know what that fucking means. I don't know why they just don't write red or brown. These fancy names don't make sense to me. But yeah, so that was him. That was the first time I fell in love, and boy, it hit me hard. But I learned a lot from that guy. I learned a lot about music from him, learned a lot about lyrics from him. um, he once he once also shamed me for not knowing a song that I used to um, uh, what do you call, what's the name for it, dedicate. There's a song that I used to dedicate to him, which is Beyonce's Halo. And he once asked me to sing it, and I was so shy. I tried my best, and he made fun of me for not knowing the lyrics. And he was like, "How can you dedicate this song to me? You don't even know the lyrics." And that bothered me a lot. I was like, I don't have a good memory with lyrics, but I can sing it while it's going on. Like while it's playing, I can remember the lyrics, but when it's not playing, how am I supposed to remember the lyrics? I'm not the singer. Anyway, so yeah, that guy was weird, but he was a nice guy overall, not a bad chap, and I'm glad he's doing well. Uh, I obviously didn't reach out to him or anything like that because that's weird. But yeah, it felt good to see someone from the past and see that they're doing well in life, because sometimes you aren't made for each other, and time kind of teaches you that, and that's all right, because you'll always get better. You'll always find someone better for you, not better as in comparably better, but someone who's the right fit for you. So I'm not too angry with any of my exes for that matter. I think they did a good job when they were with me. They did the best that they could possibly do. Not necessarily the best for me, but the best that they had in them. And so did I, right? I'm by no means an angel fallen from the sky. I've been a horrible, shitty person as well in some relationships, and so it balanced out. I did some good, I did some bad. They did some good, they did some bad, and so I don't hate anybody. We do what we can or what we're capable of at that time. But if you're not learning from them, if you're not learning from that, that's the problem. If you're not learning from your relationships, if you're not learning from not just love and relationships, but also from platonic relationships, I feel i have I have lost a lot of friends along the way as well. Some people who were really shitty to me, some people I was shitty with. um, but as long as you're learning, as long as you're getting better as a person, I think it's fine. So as long as you keep questioning yourself, am I improving myself, am I growing up, that should be enough. That should get you started. Okay, so we've created some depth. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but we've managed to create some depth with the brownish red tone, and this is a good time to start adding colors. uh, I'm not too satisfied with the shape right now, but we'll keep blending a little bit. So let me just blend for a while and then I'll be back. Yeah. Alright, so I'm happy with the blending now. I hope you can see the depth and all. It looks pretty decent. By no means professional. I'm not that good, but it's all right. It looks nice. But now I'm going to add some color and give it some nice shape and see how that looks. All right. So what we're gonna do, the color that I want to go with is this one color I absolutely love. It's No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna go with industrial, which is like a purplish bluish shade, and ornate, which is like a glimmer shade. How do I show it to you? This one and this one, right? So what we're gonna do is create like a lavender kind of a thing, hopefully, but we'll see where it goes. It could go anywhere. All right. So yeah, so like I was saying, uh, you don't have to beat yourself about the wrong things you've done in life. I sometimes still to this day have these images in my mind of the bullshit that I have done throughout my life, embarrassing moments that make me cringe till date. And these were years ago when I was still a child. So uh, it's they still bother me to this day, that why did I do that, or why am I thinking about that. They come to mind often. I don't know if you guys kind of have your embarrassing moments just suddenly pop up in your mind and you're like, ah, why did I do that? But yeah, I get it a lot of times, and mostly they've been about me being with some guy doing some bullshit. Like I said, I've dated a lot, um, and I was so tired of dating also. But I had fun as well. You know, it was fun to be with someone. I never wanted to be alone, and when I did choose to be alone, I was completely, mess free for a while, but not for long. Okay, I think it's going the way I want it to go. Pretty happy with that shift in color, but I'm going to pack it up a little more because there are some patches of it not being there. So, yeah. And talking about makeup, I used to love doing makeup when I was young also. I didn't know shit about it, but I would love to wear like a lipstick or wear kajal, wear lip gloss also. I hate lip gloss now, but I used to love it back then. And yeah, so I've always enjoyed doing makeup, and it always excites me when someone um, talks about makeup also, because it's a very interesting topic. It's a billion-dollar industry, and because of women primarily. So of course I like makeup, and I like doing girly things now. I used to. I was a little bit of a pick me when I was younger, hanging out with the boys and being all tomboy, and not that being a tomboy means you pick me, but you get the gist. So that behavior changed a long time ago when I recognized that girls are the friends that I need. Girls are the ones who make things right. They pick you up, they sort you out, and it's just the friendship that I have with girls now is just so beautiful, with any girl for that matter. And it was a phase. That pick me thing was a phase, and I got over it. uh, it was years of unlearning that I had to do, but that's what you get when you're born in a patriarchal society. So a lot of unlearning patriarchal concepts and ideologies. I got to a place where I felt, okay, this is wrong. I'm doing the wrong thing, and I've always been vocal about the things that I've done wrong. I've openly apologized to people for saying bad shit, crazy things to them, and I'm not someone who hides away from apologizing. If I do something wrong, I'm the first one to apologize. And I'm the first one to recognize also that I've done something wrong, apart from the other person obviously recognizing that I'm doing something wrong. I also, uh, recognize it early on that I messed up, and that helps. That helps in growth. Um, oh God, I love how my eyes are looking. I hope to God they're showing up on the camera, man. uh, a little more packing of color, but I think we're ready for the glitter, for the shimmer. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Ready for the shimmer. So this was a Bakchaudi wala vlog, I think. I don't have anything important to talk about. But I do want to show you how much I enjoy doing this. Little more never hurt somebody. A little more. Wah. Wah Taj. Now just some blending to get it seamless. I don't know if you guys have watched that guy, that person, what's his name? John, what's his name? Let me tell you his name. Very interesting fellow, very interesting person, and they do videos on makeup as well. John McLean, yes, John McLean. And by God, I love their videos. If you guys haven't checked them out, they're so interesting to watch. Their sassy behavior and their commentary about the world and things, and it's just so fascinating to watch. And they do a lovely job of makeup as well. So they are a professional makeup artist, and man, are they beautiful. So a word that they use is seamless, and so I want to make sure that my eyes look seamless today. So we're going to try doing that. And yeah, I'm really liking how they're looking so far. A little cleanup is required, but I'll do that with concealer. But I hope you can see through the camera what my eyes look like. They look lovely today. Now time for the shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. We're gonna add a lot of shimmer because God, I want shimmer. So we're adding shimmer. We're adding it slowly, slowly, because we want to pack it in to our eyelid. Shimmer shouldn't be, you can't blend shimmer, so it has to be packed in there. So I'm going to use a slightly tighter brush to do that, so that it shows up more. And you must be thinking, Nikki, why are the lights so dim? If you're doing your fucking makeup, why isn't the light on? Because the lights in our study are in a very bad state. For example, bad state meaning that they're in a bad position. So if I switch on the lights, I will not be able to see anything except shadows, and that's why I don't want to see it. I am getting natural light from the window, so that's helping me, build up and things like that. And I tend to enjoy doing my makeup in dim light also for some reason, but it always turns out fine. It's not a big deal. So, but I will, if this goes well and I enjoy it and it's something I want to do every day, then I'll get a vanity for sure. If not a vanity, then at least a big size mirror with some lighting on it, so that it can, I can see myself doing shit. Yeah, so packing in that shimmer on the eyelid as much as possible. I make horrible faces when I put on eyeshadow, but everyone does, so I'm not unique. Looks great, man. Looks great. I'm happy with that. God, that shimmer is just God sent. If you've seen any of my photographs, in fact, the photograph on my YouTube account is also makeup done by me. So it's not something that I got professionally done or anything. Not that it looks that good, but just letting you know I did it myself. And I thoroughly liked the look. And that's a little bit of what I'm going for today, except did I fuck it up? Did I fuck it up? No. Bach gaye. Bach gaye, bach gaye, bach gaye. I want to blend it a little bit because the lines are looking very harsh right now. I'm just blending it a little bit. Don't worry about the fall off. It'll all pick up when I do my face. Oh, this looks nice. Picked up the light shade again and just going in with that to kind of blend it up again. Let's see how it looks. The shimmer has shimmied down, so let's add some more shimmer. Shimmy, 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 aye, shimmy, aye. थोड़ा सा और shimmy आए, shimmy आए. Okay, I think we're done with the eyes. I'm just going to quickly clean up a little bit because there's quite a bit of fall off. Now I'm going to quickly go get my eyeliner done, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I do my inner corner. It's not very complicated, but I'll show you. Alright, so I've put on some eyeliner and that's helping the eyes pop as well. I'm going to do my mascara now. Mascara I can do here, I don't mind. It's the, what do you call, the eyeliner that I can't do sitting down. It has to be against the mirror and just, you know, just touching the mirror, holding my hand against the mirror, just getting that support from it. I've said mirror 5 times. Okay, time for mascara. The only time I've put on fake lashes is on my wedding day and reception day. I never got a chance to put on false lashes on my own, so I have no experience with them, but perhaps I'll learn doing it if, you know, if I'm able to. So I'll test it out a couple of times on my own and see if it's something that I'm able to do. I have very shaky hands, so I'm a little scared because there's glue involved and eyeballs. Ouch. Good, I fucked up. Very good. Thankfully, I have a tissue to clear it. and it's under my eye, so I can fix it. Okay, so I just like to do my upper lashes. I don't really like doing my lower lashes. But what I'm going to do for my lower ones is add a little eyeshadow. So the same shadow that we used on the top, just to add a little dimension per se, and just make, I don't know what it's for, but it looks really nice is what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'll take a very chotu sa brush, very small, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more shine to my inner eye, right? That's to bring out all the colors that are there. So let me see how this one looks first. Oh, it looks pretty nice. So there's this bluish shade that I found, chrome, again on the Glamour palette. It looks very nice as an inner eye shade. So I'm going to add that first. Just create some tears, glittery tears. I wish my tears were glittery. I would have become like a god mother or something like that. Oh, she cries glitter. Where are her feet? Let us pujo her. She is God herself. Yeah, so things I think about. I would have been so rich, man. So rich. So rich, and people would be, crazy about wanting to talk to me. All right, so let's add some shadow to the bottom of our eyelashes. So I'm going to use the darkest base color that I used, and just slightly next to the inner eye, just create like a line. Okay, I'm happy with that. Just little, not too much. You don't want to overdo the under eye, because otherwise your eyes will look like they're, with full of dark circles, and we don't want dark circles because, glamour. We want light circles because that looks beautiful. It doesn't look ghostly at all. Okay, done with the eyes. I'm quickly gonna do my face, and then I'll show you the final look outside. That way you'll have a good idea of how it looks in the natural light. I don't know how it's going to look right now to you, so let's do that. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, I'm ready now. I have been able to do my whole face. I think it looks pretty nice. I'll show you outside in a minute, but this is the finished look in dim light. I have purple eyeshadow with purple shimmer, a little bit of natural looking blush, and my favorite lipstick from MAC, which is Dance With Me. It's a little pinkish red, so it's the only red that looks good on me. So that's what I'm wearing now. Alright, let me show you how it looks outside, and then we'll close the video. Alright, this is how the makeup looks outside. I'll shut my eyes so you can see the eyeshadow. I think I did a fairly okay job with it. I really like how it looks. I love the blue popping in the middle like tears. And yeah, I'm ready to go somewhere if someone will take me. Except that my husband isn't home and he's gone out to party. All right, he's not gone out to party. He's actually gone for work, but he's left me alone, and that's all I can think of. That he's enjoying himself while I'm not. So this is the look. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed me blabbering shit about shit. And that's where I'll end the video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. I love you. Bye.